Hey guys, welcome back to Send Me Healing. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. So, today's reading is going to be the next 3 weeks. So, it's a timeless reading. Of course, whenever you watch it, it should be resonating with you. Some messages will stick, others won't. It is a general message, of course. But your spirit guides have been pushing me to do this channeling for you. It's going to be a coffee cup reading and a tarot reading. And I'm really hoping that this will help you in terms of, taking your decisions, making your choices, and getting some kind of guidance when it comes to your next 3 weeks, seeing it, what kind of events you can expect, and if those events resonate with you, what you should be doing about those events. So in any case, I hope this is helpful. I hope this is helpful to you. And I hope this actually gives you some kind of confirmation in terms of what you've been feeling, what you've been sensing. And yes, I'll let you choose between pile one and pile two. I'm going to show you the cups. So the first part is is the coffee cup reading. You're going to choose between pile one and two. And then the second part is the tarot reading. Don't forget to actually go click on it in the description box. For pile one is going to be both, and then pile two as well. So yes, as always, I love to hear your comments in the comment section. Let me know if this resonated, what resonated with you specifically, because we are all resonating with different messages. So let me know which ones are actually resonating with you at this moment. Of course, sometimes you watch them in a different time and you're like, oh my God, this used to resonate with me, but now this is the part of the message that resonating with me. So some of you might be watching this more than once. So anyhow, let me know, you guys. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you later. Bye. Hi there, welcome to your coffee cup reading. So, we want to know what is coming for you in the next 3 weeks. This is, of course, a timeless reading, and there is a complimentary tarot reading as well. You can pick it in the description box. Let's get started with my pile number one. The first message I'm picking up from Spirit is if something is messy, do not get scared. If a situation gets messy, it's not a big deal. Now let's take a look at your cup. I see that in the first 2 weeks, things are going to be quite slow, but the next third week is going to actually almost show you a light at the end of the tunnel. It's a candle lighting up for you. I see that in the first 2 weeks, there is a conversation that happens about events that seem unrelated to you or a specific person, but this will end up having significant importance in your life at the third week. You will understand that that conversation was part of the signs your angels were sending you, that you end up in the third week understanding the whole picture. The third week is bringing you important clarity on this specific situation, and you will be very thankful and grateful that you received that clarity. But I also see you involved, actually taking action more in the third week because you will have to. In fact, I see that in the first week, even though it seems uneventful, you're taking some kind of choice or decision that will lead you to these events in the third week. So you will understand that everything is connected. I also see you spending money on something, either it is a project, situation, an experience, or maybe an object. You may doubt yourself, but actually this is a good thing. Do not hesitate to spend your money right now because this will be reliable later. It is helping you create a new frequency for yourself, a new vibration. You're shifting. You're actually helping yourself doing so by getting that object or that experience. I also see you meeting people in the next 3 weeks that are actually very interesting. You might know them. They don't have to be new people. They could be people from your past. These are meetings that are going to be interesting because they're actually bringing closure. This closure can happen over a discussion or over email, but you will get closure. And you will also get an idea from these meetings. So these are discussions that you need to take note of or keep in mind. I also see you interacting with a masculine who has a beard. This person cares about you. They have very interesting thoughts to share with you. This is someone who really wants to speak, wants to share things and discuss things. Make sure that you listen during this conversation. You don't have to open up, but this person really wants to open up to you. Expect for them to reach out in the next 3 weeks. I also see someone here working with their hair, straightening it, working on it, maybe cutting your hair, something about your hair. In any case, this is helping you entangle some kind of situation you've been entangled with. In some ways, this is bringing you a fresh start, some kind of stagnancy is being released. I see someone here offering you coffee. The coffee cup, please look at it. Some of you can actually look at it and have signs from that specific coffee cup. And this sign is actually specifically telling you the intention of the person who's offering you this coffee. I see someone here being a mediator or negotiating some kind of situation. It could be some kind of situation requiring legal advice. It doesn't have to be, but it's a situation where you will need to be fair and impartial. Your skills are going to be needed, and you're going to have to be very straightforward. And finally, I see someone here crying. I see a bleeding heart, a heartbreak, something that is not recent but is being released from you. In the next 3 weeks, you're going to be purging. Pile one, I see you guys really entering a phase where things are going to be so much clearer for you. You're going to get some kind of understanding you weren't able to get in the past. I see also someone speaking to you. There is speech or conversation that is important, and it could relate to the first conversation we talked about in this reading. But it could also be unrelated. I see this happening online or over the phone or by text. I also see you receiving peace of mind over a health situation. You could have been asking or praying for this, and just know that it's coming. Some of you will be receiving very good news during an appointment or an interview. I also see a major breakup for some of you, but those who are going through this, you knew that this was coming and you will feel relieved. I see that you will notice people from your work coming towards you and wanting to speak to you more and more often. They may ask you for guidance. You're just becoming a very strong expert on something. All right, Pile 1, don't forget to watch your tarot reading for more advice or guidance. And I will be saying goodbye and see you in your next reading. Bye bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your coffee cup reading. Don't forget there is also a tarot reading for you. Let's see what's happening for you in the next 3 weeks. I see you visiting a home, maybe even two homes, a place where you feel comfortable being around other people. I see you laughing with these people, and at first you might feel a little bit comfortable or strange, but you will get comfortable. You will feel wanted and also welcomed. I also see a woman preparing a meal for you. Something like a meal or something to drink. It's going to feel very nurturing, very nutritious. I see you going to some kind of gathering. It could be a theater, a concert, or maybe a movie theater. I do see a lot of entertainment and a lot of joy coming for you in the next 3 weeks. An interaction with people whom you will enjoy their company. The first week, I see someone dropping a package or sending you something by email, something that will make you happy. It's a small thing. Maybe it is a gift, but it's going to feel good. It will feel like an amulet or talisman. It's going to be very protective for you. In the first week, you're surrounding yourself with comfort. Maybe you're spending time at home resting. I also see the second week being a little bit more eventful. This second week feels like you're on a mission. You're closing something, you're finishing something. Maybe you're ending a project or you're finally finalizing, I'm hearing a contract. I do see you being very serious, and I also see some people really missing you, especially if you're leaving a job or a place. But you guys are definitely moving forward. It's going to feel that way in the second week. Some of you might be traveling somewhere. I see you maybe going on a boat or on a plane. I also see you creating something with your hands. Are you baking or maybe cooking something? You're creating something with your hands. People are going to be impressed by that. During the third week, there's going to be 3 major events happening. The first will not involve you directly, but you will hear about it and it will actually shock you. Could be someone leaving a place or telling you something. It might shock you actually. The second event is having to do with some kind of animal. Maybe it is a pet of yours or someone's pet. Or maybe you're receiving messages from your animal spirit. There's something about an animal guiding you or in some ways connecting with you. It's going to feel significant for you. This feeling is very healing to you, but it's also healing this pet or this animal as well. So it's very mutual. And the third event is more like a continuation of a story. This could involve your love life. I see someone speaking to you, or maybe flirting with you in the street, or someone speaking to you in a place where you're not expecting, getting compliments. Maybe a place where you're going for your hobbies or sports. In any way, this will actually make you feel flattered. It's not going to feel pushy. On the contrary, you're going to be seen, desired, wanted. It's going to feel good. There are things actually happening in the background that you're not aware of. And you're being asked not to mix too much your energies with other people, especially people who are involving you in some kind of conflict. Stay away from that. I do see people might want to, yeah, involve you in a conflict. I see two or three people discussing thing, and you want to stay away. And finally, the third week is opening up a new path for you that is going to be very evident by the end of the last week here we're talking about. It's not only evident, but it really feels new. The energy around it is shifted, like it's really different from what you've done before or from what you've experienced in the past. The way you will recognize this is it will involve a small challenge in the beginning, right at the beginning, from the start. It's a challenge that is going to push you to take the next step, but it's going to show you that you're ready for it. You're being guided and asked not to feel bad if there is a challenge in the beginning. It is actually a good point. It is a good sign that the challenge is there. Don't feel bad or don't despair right from the start of this new activity or new situation or new start for you. This is a small bump in the road, and it's not really to test you but to challenge you, because you're going to learn from that specific obstacle in order to continue moving forward in this new path. It's a very good maybe test or obstacle to learn something new about yourself. Pile number two, I also see with this 3 weeks, you're going to see that something big you've been asking for a long time is not coming actually the way you thought it's going to come. It's coming in smaller pieces, like a small dose or small piece of it is going to be shown to you in the next 3 weeks. You're not going to be getting the whole big thing, but a piece of it. And it's going to feel like, wow, this is exactly what is a great sign, like a synchronicity I've been asking for. I also see something or someone who had tried to bother you in the past year almost. It could have taken a whole year. This person or this situation was bothering you, really a struggle here, and you've tried to rid of yourself of this or try to think about this differently, and it's been a struggle. Just know that you're going to feel relieved. Either this person is leaving your life, or the situation is leaving your life, or you're just going to see that the resolution is there. Actually, the solution to the problem is going to be shown to you. I see someone offering you earrings or complimenting your earrings. Something about either new earrings or you just bought these earrings, or someone is looking at your earrings. This person is picking up from you other stuff. So just make sure you don't share too much. This person is very intuitive and they're trying to inquire more things about you. Maybe it has to do with your financial situation. This person might want to know how much you're being paid or how much you're making money or what's happening in your career. Don't overshare. And finally, there's something you've been going on in circles, like a pattern, cycles, and it's closing. There's a cycle coming to a closure. All right, I hope this helps.
Hey guys, welcome to the second part. This time it's going to be a tarot reading. So I am going to get started with pile one and I'll get to pile two afterwards. I hope you got a chance to watch your reading that is a coffee cup. And yes, let's get started with your tarot. So pile number one, this is your package. So let's see. I have tarot and I also have oracle cards. So we have the world. Pile one, we have the Seven of Swords. Oh, and we have Temperance. Temperance, okay. So pile number one. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm being guided to go with it chronologically. So it's going to be week one, week two, and week three, right? So when we looked at your coffee cup reading, there was a situation that almost it's involving you in the beginning. It seems indirect, but then ultimately in the third week, you see how everything comes together. I am seeing that as well in your tarot reading, pile one. So you see how the first card is the world. So you could be listening to something, you could be hearing a news, you could be hearing about someone or a situation that at first does not seem to involve you. It could be happening over the internet, it could be happening over the phone, but you're hearing or you're listening to something and you're like, oh, but it's intriguing you at first. At first, you just believe like, oh, it's interesting, I'm interested, or like, oh, why is this happening to this person? Or why is this situation happening this way? So there are questions that arise from you hearing that news. And I love this card. Look at this. This for me, this is a big guide, the spirit guide here that is watching over you, is bringing you this news. You are this little one here that is vulnerable and sitting. I was telling you the first couple of weeks, it's going to seem like nothing is happening that much. So you take kind of like taking a chance or just resting or just kind of minding your business. And there is this news coming from your spirit guide. This is what you're going to learn afterwards, that this is actually a sign or the synchronicity, and you could have been receiving those signs right from the first week, but you didn't really pay attention. Look at your big spirit guide here that is watching over you and bringing you that. You guys could be picking that up over a dream, or you guys could be picking that up from a person. I'm hearing an earth angel. For some of you are hearing it from an actual person you care about who's telling you this news. And you're like, oh, interesting, but you're not paying so much attention to it. You could be questioning, you could be asking questions, but you're not really, I see here, you're not giving it too much attention. I'm seeing that this could also involve the accomplishments or something here that someone is receiving. Maybe this person who's talking to you receiving a gift. They could be receiving a certificate. They could be telling you, hey, I finally got my papers, or my, something about that, something good happening, some kind of situation here that you're receiving news for you does not seem to involve you. Interesting. All right. So pile one, let's continue. Your second week here, we have the Seven of Swords. Pile one, I see you kind of, this is, for me, it could be a little bit unrelated to what's happening here, what we just talked about, but there is a connection. They're all connected. These 3 weeks for you, pile one, are very much connected. I see here, pile one, that there is a person, there's a person or there is a place where you come, or you either come in contact with that person or you show up in that place and you feel really uncomfortable. This person could make you feel uncomfortable, the situation could make you feel uncomfortable, but it's really making you feel like, I'm hearing some of you, this person might try to make you feel not good enough, or you are in a place where you feel like something is off, the energy is off. Yes, you do have very strong intuition. Your second week, you're going to pick up many things because you have strong intuition around those people or in that specific place. With the Raven energy here, this is really a wake-up call from your guides. So at first, there could be some news, but then there's a wake-up call here where you're finally saying to yourself, oh, something is off, or something is really playing in the background that I'm not picking up on, or I'm not really understanding fully. I also see here a situation where you believed things could get really worse, or that things could actually end up very badly, is going to actually surprise you. And at first you're not picking up on that sign, but then ultimately in the second week you're starting to see that things are starting to unravel very differently from what you believed. You guys could be receiving signs through birds. Very important here. I am picking up bird messages here, pile one. And for some of you, you're really seeing a closing, a final chapter of your life here happening in the second week. And with the Temperance card that's happening for the third week, I'm telling you, everything is coming together. So, a completion, pile one, a completion that I'm hearing of some of you it was some kind of struggle, but you've been getting signs that is happening for you. It's like, okay, here's what I'm picking up. It's like you're trying to do something, or you've been trying to change something for a long time, or you've been trying to improve something for a long time, and you've done a lot of effort or even actions here towards it, but you didn't really see it happening fully. That conclusion is happening, and finally you're going to see it's not necessarily the result, but it's working, that it's actually all the effort you're putting are actually working. So it's feeling like you guys are getting peace of mind. You guys are getting confidence that things are going to work out. The third week is really closing everything, and you understand what this was all about. How is this affecting the rest of the few weeks here? I also see someone here communicating with you. This person has gone through a lot of struggle to get to you. So, you know what, Panwan? I see some people could have been blocked from speaking their truth to you. I see some people wanted to reveal things, wanted to talk to you, wanted to discuss things, and they could have been blocked from this to happen because there were challenges they had to go through, obstacles, and they are overcoming this. So some of you are receiving some kind of revelation. Some of you are receiving some kind of truth, a secret being revealed to you. And it's all about you being protected by your angels. You're going to feel so protected, so healed, so much better within yourself and outside of yourself. You will understand that whatever actions you've been taking to get this happen or to get this change moving forward is actually working now. It could have been slow. It could have been not working at first, but you're going to start getting that confirmation here, pile one. Let's take a look at your oracle. It says codes of the seeds. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at this seed. So the seed has been planted. The work you've been pushing has been not all in vain, pile one. And clarity is coming. You know, the truth always is revealed to those who need it at the right time, the right moment. So, you know, when we talk about divine timing, this is what we mean, you know, pile one, this is what is meant. So, you know, the cocoon is here, like a baby that has been growing in the belly of the mother cannot be pushed out before it's actually fully grown and mature. And you guys could start by the third week to see that, to understand that, and to understand that that seed has been planted and it is maturing and it is going to come out and it's going to be so beautiful. So yes, the blueprint is within you. You're going to be finally able to take the next step by 3, and it's not going to feel like a challenge anymore. It's not going to feel like there are obstacles, unsurmountable obstacles anymore. And the whole time that you've been trying to make this change happen, your ancestors, your angels, they've been protecting you for your highest good. All right, pile one. I hope this was useful. Let me know in the comment section. I love you guys so much. Bye. Hello, pile two. Welcome to your tarot reading. I hope you had a chance to watch your video when it comes to coffee cup. So let's take a look. I have some tarot, but I also have an oracle card. So pile two. Let's calibrate to your energy and let's see what's coming in the next 3 weeks. Wow. We have the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Wow, pile 2, you guys have a surrendering to an energy that has been growing for a while. So what does that mean? It's almost going to feel like the past, there could have been things that you resisted in some way. You didn't see it, but you resisted something. And in some ways, you're surrendering. You're either giving up on something or you're like, you know what? I'm just leaving this in God's hand and we'll see what's going to happen. You guys, pile 2, there is a surrendering that happens and you're going to feel the energy shift with the High Priestess, and something is entering you in so, like, the best way possible. You're entering a different era of yourself with the High Priestess. Some of you are feeling this happen, but it's going to take, for many of you, the 3 weeks coming to actually see the shift happening. You know, pile 2, I see a lot of you are calibrating your energy here. masculine, feminine, positive, negative, shadow, and light. There was a resistance to this. And many of you are actually seeing this with a partner. You're going to see a shift with a partner. If you are in love, if you are in a partnership in some kind, even a business partnership, there is a shift happening, a very positive shift in that relationship. For some of you, it has to do with the mother or a father. But there is a calibration of energy between two people, you and someone else, a partnership here that is going to be healed. There's going to be a relationship upgrade of that. Things are shifting, and there could have been resistance, fights, conflict, things that you, in some way, you had to surrender to God. Pile 2, you're also acquiring benefits from your something you've eaten. I'm hearing eaten, like it's almost like it's downloaded to your food or to your stomach, your body. Your body is actually transmutes an energy. So some of you have received a lot of healing, a lot of energetic things happening for you in the 5D, and now you're going to start feeling it in the 3D. So maybe your health is improving, maybe your body is stronger, maybe you are realizing that all your the feelings you used to have, like empathy, your clairs, all of that, you actually seeing it very tangibly in the concrete form, in your 3D life, right? In your reality. Like you're touching something and it changes. You're manifesting something and it shows up. There is a lot of that happening. A shift in your 3D. It's almost like happening out of the blue, unexpectedly. But what you don't see is a lot of background work. Pile 2, there's someone who cherishes you so much. In your first week, I see you going through a lot of emotional healing, but you're also connecting with someone who really cares about you emotionally, someone who shows you, you know what, Pile 2, you are very important to me. You could be receiving a gift, you could be receiving a small token of affection, or just a compliment from someone. This is someone who cares about you. Just know that the intention of that person is legitimate, is pure, is innocent. There is a healer energy in that person, a healer energy. This is someone who is opening their heart to you. And your second week, for many of you, there is a successful energy happening when it comes to your career. You guys could be seeing that something you've started I'm hearing last year, is finally bringing fruits. For some of you, not all, but some of you, maybe it is a new business, a new idea, a new project, even trying to get a promotion of some kind, or working with someone here that was like a little bit troublesome. There is a fruitful happening here, a new beginning, a fruitful start. You're going to see this in the second week, kind of manifesting in a time of trouble, maybe a conflicting situation, and you're like, oh my God, look at this, how it's worked out. Things like that. In the second week, you're going to be feeling almost like miraculous things opening up for you out of the blue, clearing the path. And then the third week, you'll understand that you've surrendered. You've surrendered to an energy that was beyond you. You've surrendered your resistance. You learned that about yourself, and you're going to say, thank you. I feel that a lot of you are going to feel so grateful. The third week, there is a sense of gratitude here. Opening your heart to receive to something beyond yourself, like it's growth, spiritual growth. Let's take a look at your oracle. You have the rose garden, innocence, forgiveness. Be gentle with yourself. Look at this. For me, this is almost reminding me of this high priestess energy. It's so beautiful. You guys are learning to love yourself. I'm hearing being content, accepting who you are, but also being content, fulfilled with that. This is a shift of energy that I was telling you about, Pile 2. Also, I'm hearing a triangle situation is going to be resolved. So some kind of triangle conflict or triangle situation you couldn't get out of. Forgiveness. Be gentle with yourself. Pile 2, some of you are actually forgiving a mother or a father, or you're forgiving yourself for something that you had a lot of issue or a lot of trouble letting go of. So that could be part of the resistance you could have had. And you'll feel relieved. You feel so good, Pile 2. I see a heart chakra opening, the heart chakra healing, release release, release. A lot of you could be crying, but these are tears of joy, pile 2. Again, innocence. I was telling you about innocence. Look at this little girl. Innocence, purity. All right, pile 2. I hope this was useful. Please let me know in the comment section. I really always love to hear from you guys. As always, I love you guys so much. See you later.